Gunsmoke was such a reliable fixture on the CBS primetime schedule. Matt Dillon, played by James Arness.
For 20 years, Gunsmoke ruled American television, a show that wasn't just watched, but felt. Families didn't just tune in. They lived in Dodge City, standing shoulder to shoulder with Marshal Matt Dillon, the man who carried justice in his stride and courage in his silence. But when James Arness filmed his final scene, something unforgettable happened. The world didn't just lose a TV hero, it lost a part of its soul. What made that moment so powerful that fans still tear up decades later? Stay tuned, because this ending changed television forever. Before it ever hit television, Gunsmoke began as a radio drama in 1952. On the airwaves, William Conrad gave voice to Matt Dillon, the tough, moral lawman who kept peace in the wild frontier. The show was dark, serious, and deeply human, and CBS believed in it so much that they aired it without sponsors, paying for it themselves until it found an audience. Their gamble paid off. In 1955, Gunsmoke made the leap from radio to television, and history was written. The moment James Arness stepped into the boots of Matt Dillon, television changed forever. His quiet strength, calm authority, and moral courage made him one of the most beloved heroes of all time. At first, Gunsmoke ran as a half-hour black-and-white series, but audiences couldn't get enough. In 1961, it expanded to an hour-long format, proving that America's love for Dodge City and its marshal wasn't fading anytime soon. Over the years, the show became a national institution. Families would hurry home just to watch Matt Dillon face off against outlaws, protect the innocent, and restore peace to a town that seemed constantly on the edge of chaos. One writer for the Los Angeles Times even compared the show to ancient epics, calling it our own Iliad and Odyssey. That's how deeply Gunsmoke was woven into American culture. As television evolved, so did Gunsmoke. It grew from a black-and-white drama into a vibrant color world, following the changes in technology and audience taste. The early half-hour episodes were later re-released under the title Marshal Dillon, keeping the legend alive for younger viewers who had never seen the originals. Networks like TV Land and MTV would later air reruns, keeping Gunsmoke on the air long after new episodes stopped being made. Even overseas, the show found new fans. In the United Kingdom, it aired under the name Gun Law, proving that the spirit of the American West had no borders. After 20 unforgettable seasons and 635 episodes, the unthinkable happened. In 1975, CBS made the shocking decision not to renew Gunsmoke for another year. There was no farewell, no warning, no final episode to bring closure to one of television's greatest sagas. The cast and crew weren't even told in advance. They found out from the morning newspapers. For millions of loyal fans, it felt like losing a dear friend overnight. James Arness later said, "We didn't do a final wrap-up show. We all expected to go on for another season or 2 or 3. The silence that followed was heartbreaking. What few people knew was how much fate and chance had shaped Gunsmoke's success. When the show was being cast, the studio's first choice for Marshal Matt Dillon was the biggest cowboy star in the world, John Wayne. But Wayne turned the offer down, unwilling to leave films for television. Instead, he did something extraordinary. He recommended a young actor under his contract, James Arness. Wayne even appeared in a special promo, saying, "Watch my friend Jim Arness in this new show called Gunsmoke." That single act of support changed the history of television. At first, Arness hesitated. A director warned him that taking a TV role could ruin his movie career, but he trusted his instincts, and the decision turned him into a legend. While John Wayne conquered the big screen with films like The Searchers and True Grit, James Arness became the face of American heroism on television. Another unforgettable figure was Miss Kitty Russell, played by Amanda Blake, but the role almost went to Polly Bond, who turned it down because she didn't want to earn more than her husband. Her choice changed TV history and made Amanda Blake a star forever. Over 2 decades, Gunsmoke became the training ground for a generation of Hollywood legends. Future stars like Richard Dreyfuss, Sam Elliott, Jodie Foster, Ron Howard, Kurt Russell, Harrison Ford, Dennis Hopper, Nick Nolte, and Adam West all appeared in Dodge City before they became household names. Even the stars of Star Trek, William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and DeForest Kelley, walked through Gunsmoke's frontier world before they went to space. Behind the camera, composer Jerry Goldsmith, who later created the Star Trek theme, worked on the show as well. But it wasn't just the actors who made Gunsmoke special, it was the fans. In an era before social media or fan campaigns, Gunsmoke viewers found ways to make their voices heard. Milburn Stone, who played Doc Adams, received letters from real doctors pointing out medical errors in his dialogue. Instead of ignoring them, he studied real medical books to make his character more authentic. Amanda Blake, too, was deeply touched by the fans. After she left the show, she felt forgotten. Until she received a letter from a little girl who wrote, "I pray for Miss Kitty every night." Those words gave her the strength to return to acting. Dennis Weaver, who played Chester Good, created one of the show's most unique characters by chance. During his audition, he decided to give Chester a distinct accent and a limp, something no one had planned. Fans loved it, but it caused confusion. Letters poured in asking if Weaver was really injured. The truth was, he wasn't. But James Arness was. His uneven walk came from a real injury he suffered during World War II. The pain never went away, but Arness never complained. He filmed for hours, often in agony, but he never let it show. That quiet toughness was what made his performance so powerful, because it was real. The show's influence went far beyond television. One of the most famous phrases in American slang, "Get out of Dodge," came straight from Gunsmoke. What started as a line warning troublemakers to leave town quickly became part of everyday language, used everywhere from politics to pop culture. The show even made its way into comic books. Dell Comics released a series of Gunsmoke stories that ran for 4 years, while in Britain, the strip ran under the title Gun Law. Until 1978, Gunsmoke's legacy was so powerful that it even changed the fate of another show. During the 1960s, CBS planned to cancel Gunsmoke and replace it with Gilligan's Island, which was growing in popularity. But when the wife of the CBS board chairman returned from vacation and heard the news, she refused to accept it. "You can't cancel my favorite show," she said. The decision was reversed overnight. Gilligan's Island was canceled instead, and Gunsmoke was saved. Behind the scenes, not everything was calm in Dodge City. Milburn Stone nearly refused the role of Doc Adams because he had a personal feud with the show's creator, Charles Marcus Warren. But he eventually accepted, and it became one of his greatest roles. Later, he clashed with James Arness, saying, "I spent the first 3 years hating Jim." But one day, when Arness showed up late, Stone confronted him. Instead of arguing, Arness simply said, "You're right." From that day on, the two men became close friends, proving that even strong tempers can build stronger bonds. When Gunsmoke finally ended in 1975, its last episode, The Sharecroppers, didn't even feature Matt Dillon or Doc Adams. Fans were stunned. There was no goodbye, no closure. It felt like the story had been left unfinished. For nearly 2 decades, audiences waited for a real farewell. And in the late 1980s, they finally got it. In a series of 5 Gunsmoke television movies, the legend returned one last time. The final film, Gunsmoke: One Man's Justice, gave James Arness the ending he deserved. Older, wiser, but still unbreakable, Matt Dillon faced one final showdown. When the villain tried to escape, Dillon drew his gun, fired a single shot, and said the words that closed 20 years of history. "I got him." It was simple, dignified, and perfect. The kind of farewell only Marshal Dillon could deliver. Sadly, Milburn Stone, who played Doc Adams, had passed away years earlier and wasn't there to share that final ride. But his spirit, and the spirit of Gunsmoke, lived on. Even decades later, Gunsmoke refuses to fade. In December 2024, the show hit a new streaming platform and immediately climbed into the top 10 most-watched programs in America. Its influence can still be felt everywhere, from Clint Eastwood's Rawhide to Kurt Russell's Tombstone, and even modern westerns like Yellowstone and Justified. The DNA of Gunsmoke runs through all of them. So, the next time you hear that haunting Gunsmoke whistle, remember, heroes like James Arness never fade. They live on in every heart that still believes in justice, courage, and the power of silence. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because legends like this deserve to echo forever. Thanks for watching.